Miss Anna-Karin Karlsson continues to raise the bar in the Aviator sunglasses category. Today we're talking about this beautiful piece called Chap and my own custom transitions tinted lenses that I made for myself. Don't go anywhere. Thank you so much for being here. You're at the Hicks Brunson Eyewear YouTube channel. I am your friendly neighborhood optician, Daniel Brunson. If you're new here, if you want more content like new eyewear, independent eyewear designers, lens technology, transitions lenses, tinted custom transitions lenses, go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below so that you don't miss any of my upcoming videos. So, as promised, I have a new Aviator that I've just absolutely fallen in love with. This happens every once in a while for me. I'm a big Aviator fan, and Anna-Karin Karlsson has made a beautiful new piece in her collection that is called Chap. And I want to show what I did with my own personal pair. As soon as I saw this frame, I had to get one for myself. So I want to do an unboxing and show you what I did and how I customized my tinted transitions lenses in the new Transitions Gen S Emerald color. And then at the end, I'll show you both frame colors that are available. It's available as both an optical and as a non-prescription sunglass. Of course, if you want something like this done to your own glasses or to the frame that I will show you today, we can do that for you. Just contact us. We'll make our contact information available down below. So let's get into it. Anna-Karin Karlsson. Beautiful collection. Those of you that may not be familiar with her, she is a Swedish designer, and her designs have just been raising the bar. The packaging experience is beautiful. This is the case. You've got almost what looks to me like a little bit of an Art Deco inspired theme. This is her logo here, the AK logo. And we're going to open the case and see what we have. The first thing that we're going to see before I get into the frame the Anna-Karin Karlsson microfiber cloth. Let's just take a look at that. So nice little black cloth. It's got the Anna-Karin Karlsson logo, the name, simple, elegant. And also inside the case, there's a little pocket right in the back of the case on the inside. And what you've got in there, it's a little bit hard to slide out. There we go. So this is the certificate of authenticity for the frame that you have. And so what I have is the Chap, the optical version in white gold, edition 1, number 3, of only 30 pieces that were made. And I'll show you in a moment, inscription on the inside of my frame says edition 1, number 3 of 30. So that's pretty cool. These are exceptionally rare pieces, all of them limited edition. So here's my frame. I've already made my prescription lenses. And I've already adjusted it to fit my head. So this is it right here. White gold, gold plating, titanium, some of the most beautiful polished finish that I have seen. And one of the things that I love about the Anna-Karin metal frames is that the coining work, the eye wires are very thick, like thicker, a little bit thicker than standard. And the coining work that you have that runs all the way around is the AK logo, the Anna-Karin Karlsson logo. So on first glance, it just looks like your traditional sort of arabesque coining work that you might see on a traditional Japanese, brand. But if you look up closely, this is the AK Anna-Karin Karlsson logo that runs all the way around. Titanium nose pads. I love the design detail work. Full titanium all the way down, polished all the way down to the tip of the temple. And on the right side of the temple, you can see where it says edition 1, number 3 of 30. Might show up here as I hold it in front of the camera, or I might have to insert a picture so you can see. And then on the other side, you have the name of the frame, the eye size. This frame is a 56 eye and 18 bridge. So 56 eye, pretty good size for an Aviator sunglass, but not so big that it doesn't also work in an optical where you have clear lenses. One of the things I talk about when you take, a frame that can be worn as both a sunglass and an optical, you don't want it too big. You want sunglasses to be big for coverage, but you don't want it so big if you're going to turn it into an optical, because when you can see your eyes, if it's just a little bit big, it looks a lot big. If you can see, if there's any asymmetry where you can see where your eyes are in relation to the center of the lens. All right, so let's talk about what I did with my lenses. So what I have here is a custom tint color, and I'm going to show you, I'm going to hold up a white background so we can see it a little bit better. This is called Seaglass to Blush. And the Seaglass is a green color that I did at a 30% density indoor tint and then fades to a blush at about a 20% density. So a little lighter, a little darker Seaglass in the top, a little lighter blush in the bottom there. And 30% darkness for the Seaglass in the top, that is what we would consider to be a pretty standard indoor tint. It's a category 1, easy to wear indoors, dark enough to be able to have others can see the tint in your lenses, but light enough that you can wear it indoors without any problems. You can easily wear it at night as well and still see just fine. So 30% Seaglass to about a 20% blush. And it's a nice color. I love how the blush sort of provides some color to the skin. It's really flattering, I feel like, and I really love how it plays off of the silver of the frame. So let's take a look at what happens when we take these out into the sun, because I also used the Transitions New Generation S, which if you want more information on that, Generation S just released very recently, and I have a whole other video on the improvements and the benefits. In a nutshell, it's much, much faster, and the colors are much more true to tone. So I chose the emerald color, and I just hit it with my UV flashlight and darkened it pretty much to the max darkness that it will go. So if you have a bright sunny day, strong UV, this is the color that you will see. It's emerald, and it's probably so dark at this point that on camera you probably are having a hard time seeing the emerald tones. All colors, when they get dark, they start to look more gray. But one of the things I love about Generation S is that it fades back to clear in an incredibly fast time of only 2 minutes. And you will be able to see it here, if not already, fading back to a lighter shade. And you'll notice something interesting. The lighter the shade goes, the more visible the color, the emerald color. So you'll start to see that green color really look good. When it hits that halfway point back to clear, we call that the mid tint. And that's when the style colors that Transitions has. Classic colors in the beginning, you just had gray and brown, but now you've got all kinds of new style colors, including emerald. And these style colors look really good when they're sort of at that mid-tint point. And you're going to see your frame, your lenses at the mid-tint point at lots of times throughout the day when you're going in and out of the shade. If you're kind of under the porch, but you're near the sun and your lenses were recently darkened because you were just in the sun, there's all kinds of points throughout the day where you've got that mid-tint color. And it really adds to the style of your glasses, especially when you have a great-looking Aviator like Chap here by Anna-Karin Karlsson, and this shiny silver plating. It just looks beautiful. I love the way the green, the emerald green, plays off of it. And as it's fading back to clear, I noticed something when I looked at this for the first time. The green, the Seaglass green, is a little more shaded by the emerald color, and the blush starts to show up again. So even though it's not fully faded back to the base color of the Seaglass blush. So really turned out awesome. I just love it. And I told myself as soon as I got these lenses finished and I put it on for the first time and I got it fitted on myself, this is going to become one of my new favorite pairs of glasses. And I know I'm going to be wearing it a lot over the coming months. So beautiful look, beautiful style. Anna-Karin Karlsson, as I mentioned, is just raising the bar again and again and again with her new releases. And so I want to show you Le Chap not only comes in silver, it also comes in a gold color, and it's available as a non-prescription sunglass. So here's the gold. And let's see what we can see here. So the gold looks like we have sort of a gray gradient, almost a kind of a navy gray gradient tint. Of course, you can add prescription to these, but this is the gold color, nice gradient gray tint. And if you like a gold sunglass, I mean, isn't that beautiful? The detail work, the coining around the eye wire rim, that's just stunning. And then the sunglass version of the silver, let's take a look here at the lens color. Also a gray gradient. I think it's the same color that the sunglass version comes in, lens color, in both the silver and the gold. So that's the silver color. Just stunning. So I've been referring to this throughout the video as an aviator shape. You may hear a lot of people referring to a shape like this that a lot of people look at it and think aviator, but if it's more boxy like this, you'll see this shape referred to as navigator as well. So I actually like to call it a navigator, but I know that may be confusing to some people because most people just think of the word aviator. So everybody knows what an aviator is, so that's why I've been referring to it as an aviator throughout the video. But that's it. One of my favorite aviator, navigator, pick your poison designs of the moment. Let me just grab mine again here as I close. This is Le Chap by Anna-Karin Karlsson. If you want something like this made for yourself, all of our contact information will be available down below. If you like what you saw here today, please leave me a comment. If you have a question or a suggestion, I try to read as many comments as I can. And if you want to see more videos with this type of content, I really appreciate you being here. If you'll hit that subscribe button down below, I will see you in the next video.